All right, now we're going to test the installation of the RFID card, and for this we're going to need the assembly up to this point, as well as the RFID tag that we've encoded with the word different on it. So we'll set that aside for now. And the next step is to insert our data cable into the port on the back of the VoiceIt. And you may or may not be able to see this in the image, but one thing we want to check for is that we have power. Again, our power light is lit. And on the RFID card, there's an LED here that is red, and that is lit as well. So the card has power. And then we'll bring up the Arduino IDE and do the rest of the work there. So we'll notice down here in the lower right corner that it is already identifying the board and it's on COM5, but we'll go through the effort again of ensuring that we can get the board info. And we can. We've got a good data connection. And we'll re-upload the VoiceIt software. And we'll be ready to bring up the serial monitor here so we can see what was written to it. Right now the output tab is selected. Once the output is done, we'll switch to the serial monitor, and it we'll see all the lines that say yes, it was able to initialize the SD card. It found and ran the startup.wav file, found everything it needed about the WAV file to play it. But of course, we don't have anything that will let us hear that WAV file at this point, so we didn't hear anything. So next step is we'll take clear this out, and I'm going to take the RFID tag and I'm going to touch it to I don't even have to touch it all the way. I just bring it into close proximity to the RFID card reader. Doesn't matter which side of the reader I use, the top side here or the underside. But since the top side's easily accessible, that's what I'll use. But I'm going to go back to the Arduino IDE and make sure I've cleared everything out here. And now I'm just going to bring the tag over and put it near the RFID card. And what I see is it recognized that there was a tag of the right type, that it was able to read the content of it, which is the word different, that it was able to find the file different.wav on the SD card, and that WAV file has all the right properties to be able to play it. So right now we have a valid install of the RFID card, and we can go back now and close that serial monitor or minimize it and disconnect the micro SD cable. Ready for the next assembly step.